My family and African Americans helped Austin John Meador, my baby daddy, a Caucasian felon, kidnapped my little boy, Melbourne Halo Meador, and he was a toddler. Austin had got out of prison for assault, attacking me pregnant in my home with my child there that was 20 months old to 22 months old, and I had to protect myself from Austin after calling the police several times, being ran from my home with my child, and I hurt him in self-defense. They arrested me and said because I was black that they were raping my child for hurting Austin. I was not guilty and the charges were dropped, but they said they were all raping him and letting Austin rape him, and my family was saying they were letting Austin rape him, and they left me in the jail for the KKK to try to murder me before a trial and try to kill my baby and me that's still alive. And they let Austin kidnap my child with his mother, Cynthia Olvera, who's in the KKK, and her husband, Joseph Olvera. And they said they were letting everybody rape my child. Anybody that wanted to rape him that was racist. And my family was jealous because I had a baby with a white man. So they wanted him to be killed out of jealousy. And they were always evil to me growing up. And turns out they were wicked to the core, and said that they worshiped Caucasians. And they said because I hurt this white man that they were letting him rape my child. He has been charged with rape previously, and assault charges, drug charges, theft charges, and they were saying that they were going to have me killed. So I was released on all of the charges for protecting myself. The baby is still alive in me, and they've been torturing the baby in me for years, and it's still alive. And they let them abduct my child, saying that they raped him to death. And my wicked family is still continuing to try to set me up to be murdered, pregnant by Austin. And they're still trying to let him get away with kidnapping and raping my child. They have me surrounded by the whole country over here, trying to set me and the baby up to be killed, and trying to cover up him raping my little boy because he's white. And I just need a blessing from God, and I just want my wicked family to know that I never ever want to see you again. If God bring me and my children through this, I pray that y'all be ashamed until your dying day for being devil worshippers. My family is still trying to help Austin go on the run. And as you can see, this baby is alive in me. And they are ghetto. They are just ghetto. The charges were dropped on me for protecting myself, and my family are still trying to have people kill this baby in me. They are ghetto. And God kept the baby alive and said that it's a multi-million-dollar lawsuit about my pregnancy and them saying they were raping my child. My son is missing, and my family is letting the country still set me up. The male was attacking me in my apartment, but Austin's family was helping me to pay my rent while he was in prison. And my family is ghetto, so they were jealous because I was pretty enough to get with a man that got me pregnant, and I had my rent paid, and they were jealous. The women in the community, the black women that set me up, they were all jealous because I'm beautiful and somebody was paying my rent for me and my kids, and they don't let these people run off with my baby after he was attacking me in the apartment. And they are over here trying to set me and all of my children, because I'm carrying the baby. I don't know if it's one or two, and they've been starving us. They're trying to set us up to be murdered because they are just jealous and wicked. My family said that they were bowing down to worship Caucasians in the Ku Klux Klan. So they came from all over the nation to try to set me up to be murdered for protecting myself from him. And my family said they were bowing down and worshiping him while he was raping my child. My grandmother, I'm a marshal in Chicago. She started cooning from Chicago. When she heard that I shot him in the leg in Conroe, Texas. I guess kids got phone calls from other family members. I called Shannara Collins, Troy's daughter in Atlanta, and Shannara Collins said she was going to buy me out. And Shannara started cooning, and then she, I guess, contacted Larissa and Shakina Jones, my sisters out here in Texas. And my sister Shakina was in Texas, and Larissa was in Atlanta, and Shakina was saying that she was going to buy me out. But then Shakina started cooning with his mom, Cynthia Olvera, and Cynthia was in the KKK. And Cynthia told Shakina that she was going to set me up to be killed. And Shakina had always been jealous of me my whole life. She was jealous when I had the baby by Austin because he was white and her baby daddy was black and my child was light skinned, and she was jealous of my son's skin color. So when they said that they were going to rape him, Shakina agreed to not buy me out and let them rape my little boy. And Cynthia was promising Shakina all kind of perks in the country. She was promising Shakina to be able to have a baby by Austin and marry him behind my back if they let them kill me inside of the jail and rape my child to death. I was pregnant by Austin again, and this is the baby that y'all see that's still alive. And Shakina knew that I was pregnant by him again. Cynthia told Shakina that the KKK wanted the baby dead, that they didn't want any evidence that I was protecting myself, that they just wanted to torture me because I heard Austin and he was white. So Shakina started cooning, and she was saying that she was letting them rape my baby. Shakina was like, I'm letting them rape your little boy, and he's white, and I'm letting everybody rape him. I'm letting black Freemasons rape him. I'm letting Hispanics rape him. She was like, hey, like I always wanted you dead, and this is my perfect opportunity to kill you with your baby daddy, and I'm gonna be fucking him, and I'm gonna have a baby by him, and I'm gonna let your baby get ran through by the KKK because I'm jealous that your baby light skin. She was just being evil. And they had me in the jail cell, so Shakina knew that I couldn't do anything about what she was doing to set me up. And then Larissa, my older sister from Atlanta, was doing the same thing. She started cooning, and then Cynthia had told Larissa that, you know, she got money, she got affiliations, the KKK is rich. If y'all just don't burn Andrea out and let us set Austin up to be worshipped as a grandmaster in the KKK because she heard him and he's white and we racist, then we'll hook you up in the country with the black Freemasons and with money if you let us rape her little boy. So Larissa was like, I'm letting them rape your baby. He's white, and we letting everybody rape the little boy. She was like, we letting everybody rape him, and Larissa was doing it because she was jealous because he was light skinned. And she was like, we letting the whole police department rape him. That's racist and Conroe. We letting the Black Freemason Brotherhood rape him. We letting the inmates rape him because you shot Austin and he's white. So they turned it around and forgot about the fact that he just got out of prison attacking me pregnant in my home. And Larissa was like, well, we gonna get rid of the evidence and we gonna kill the baby that's in you, and then we gonna set him up to be worshipped by the country after we all rape your little boy to death. So my dad, Andrew Jones, was contacted in Atlanta, Georgia, and Andrew knew he was abusing me, and Andrew started cooning. So they had me in jail for protecting myself from him, and Andrew started cooning. Him and Shakina and Larissa had said they was going to buy me out. They was supposed to buy me out, and I was not guilty of the charges. The charges were dropped, but while I was in there, Andrew was cooning because he was saying basically they was white and Cynthia got money. So Cynthia wanted the Black Freemasons to rape my little boy with them, and she got Andrew in on it, and Andrew was like, cool, let the Black Freemasons rape the little boy because Andrea is black and she hurt him and he's white, and then I guess let him get a turn to rape my little boy too, and let Joseph rape him, let Austin rape him, let everybody rape him to death. And Andrew said, we raping your little boy, we all raping him, all the black men, Hispanic men, white men that want to rape him, all the racist men in the country, we want to rape your little boy, and we gonna kill him, we're raping him, and then we're going to worship Austin, we're gonna bow down in the KKK brotherhoods, and we're gonna worship Austin in the country, and then we're gonna have you murdered. We know that you're pregnant. So between Larissa, Shakina, and Andrew being in Atlanta and in Houston, Texas. The shooting happened in Conroe. I shot him in the leg in self-defense. I told y'all I was not guilty, but he's white, and they started cooning. So y'all know how black people don't stand with each other. They hate you from childhood, and then when they see they can do something evil to you, they run off to do it. They always try to bully me. So if they would have tried to bully me and they would have got hurt, they would have been mad. So I never let nobody bully me, and my baby daddy was abusing me, and abusers come together and they get mad when a victim stand for themselves and their kids. They always wanted my son dead. They never wanted my son to be born, and my dad always wanted to see bad things happen to me in my life. My grandmother was contacted by them, and she started cooning about Austin getting shot in the leg, and she was born in a very olden time. She's an old woman, an old racist woman, because she was raised to believe that white people is better than her, and she was over there saying, oh, well, back in my day, you can't hurt a white person. We all letting him rape him, and she was cooning. So my grandmother is ghetto, and she was over there interacting with gangsters to let them rape my child, and she was thinking she was cool by letting everybody talking about they raped my little boy to death. And then she's over here still cooning, trying to set me up to be murdered with all these gangs of people, and she's supposed to be my grandmother, and her name is Irma Marshall, Chicago, Illinois. She's trying to cover up them raping my child with the mob, and she's ghetto. And so my cousin Kiana Wiley, she's ghetto from Chicago, Illinois, and she started cooning when my grandmother told her about the shooting. And Kiana was like, oh, she shot a white man, oh, let them rape that baby, let them rape that baby to death, let them rape. She knew we were slaves, she knew what time it is, and she heard a white man, and she was like, oh, we letting them rape that baby, to death, we letting them rape that baby, and we gonna let them kill that baby up in you, and we're going to worship him. We're going to bow down and worship him after he get done raping your baby to death with the KKK. That's what Kiana said. She's ghetto. My lawyer, Inga Chandler, was a racist, older, middle-aged white woman, and she was raised in a time where she believed that white men should rape black children for protecting themselves, but she's supposed to be a lawyer, and she was being ghetto too, and she was like, oh, you black, we letting them rape your baby, we letting you rape your baby, and she's supposed to be abiding by the law and representing me the way she's supposed to. Over that time, we done got a hold of your baby, and everybody raping your baby, the whole police department raping your baby, we letting Austin rape your baby because you white. She was being ghetto. And Cynthia, Olvera, Austin mother, was like, I got your son over here at my house and you shot Austin and he white, and I come from a very racist town. We all running through your son and raping your baby. We all raping him. Her husband, Joseph Olvera, is ghetto, and he said he was raping him too. The Black Freemason Brotherhood is ghetto, and they said they was raping him too. And the white men in the KKK and the Illuminati was being ghetto and saying that they were raping him. The police was being ghetto and saying that they were raping him. Now they all sitting over here keep trying to set me up to be murdered year after year with this baby still alive in me.